How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Finally, I know, right? It's been, what? I want to say about 2 weeks since I last touched this game, but in all honesty, it's probably just like 1 week or something like that, stupid. And here I am overplaying the amount of time it took me to return to this game, but we're back. So, last stream of this, we actually started the investigation of the final episode, Bridge to the Turnabout. I've said it before, I'll say it again, this is my favorite episode of the original trilogy. And possibly the series so far. And now we're off to the first trial section of the episode. This promises a lot, actually. This is actually one of probably my favorite trial part of the series. Of the original trilogy, at least. And it's gonna be interesting to see this part again. It's been a long time since I've seen it. So, without further ado, let's get this thing going. Bridge to the Turnabout, Part 2-1, Trial. February 9th, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Oh my! Mr. Lorley, what a start, huh, guys? Can't even speak. Oh my, Mr. Lorley's feeling that way. Oh, no. Oh, boy. What the hell was that, internet? Mind to tell me? Well, apparently we're still gonna have some issues all throughout the stream. Don't know why, but whatever. Oh my, Mr. Lorley feels that way about me? Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. It's no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Does that mean Mr. Lorley is the witness today? No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Sister Bikini. She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. Well then, that doesn't sound good, does it? I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunham, correct? Dude, somebody is crying hard today. That is correct. It wasn't me. Very well then. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed... Don't worry, I have taken the necessary steps. You have? Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people and to believe until the bitter end. That's what a friend of mine told me once. Mr. Edgeworth... You may pass judgment on me from the defendant's chair. You are the one to decide whether or not I am able to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. And so we start. This is gonna be interesting. February 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 7. And hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Enter, see a monster, run away. Sell my soul to the gotcha devil. Never. Alright, here we are. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Asakura Temple. And this is the judge from last episode, remember, guys? It's the judge, we assume it's Canadian, I think? The defense is ready, Your Honor. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant... Well, this is a short trial. This was the shortest trial in the game. Brave Frontier, Fake Grand Order, Fire Emblem Heroes, and Alchemist Code. Yep, you probably did it. And hey Husky, how's it going? Me, anytime a co-op game starts in Mario Maker 2, one of you is going to be carried by me, and you're gonna like it! Anyways, get ready for the beginning of something amazing.
Objection!
What's up? The prosecution stands ready. And you are? Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case. What's up, Franziska? It's been a while. It's been a long while. God, I really like this character. You did? Then... And hey, Golly, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Oh, look, it's whipping people is my gimmick, Von Karma. Yep. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. Oh God, help Golly. There isn't, but I'm sure once before in this courtroom. Ah! I told you there is no such weakling. What is that? Oh, wait, I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Usually it's either when I'm Luigi and instantly pick up Mario, and when I'm Toad, I... Fair enough. Well, move that whip out.
Hold it!
I have no objection to the whip. You don't? I like to call her... What the fuck, dude? That is not cool. That is not cool. Wow, come on. You don't? Oh, also, I've started the Golden Sun: The Lost Stage randomizer on Monday. Well, no, on Friday. Yeah, yesterday was Platinum. Yeah. On Twitch, so... Yeah, fun times. Anyway. The prosecution can wield the whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. You laughed, I win. God fucking damn it. There is only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. I'm gonna turn some music on. If the music is loud enough, I can't hear the pain. I can't hear the screams. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. The Lost End Rando on Twitch, and I didn't know? Well, I was working anyways. I don't know if I am. I might, honestly. That I might. But I don't know if I'm uploading anything else. Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Ah! The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible. The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Dunham. Her body was found in the Asakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. Sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well, the court accepts this as this photo of the crime scene. Alright. There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins. My first and my last trial as a defense attorney. Dude, Edgeworth is just so fucking badass. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on here. I'm not sure about not being sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for witnesses with bad backs. Sorry, guys. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me? Well, I'm the headman of Asakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave?
Maybe to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
Laughing. Laugh. In any case, witness, I heard that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right.
For fuck's sake.
I could still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us tell us about your movements that night, eh? Yeah, he's Canadian. That's right. Tell us about that. The night of the murder.
That night I was helping Acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back stacked up violently. So I left Iris to help the Acolyte and returned to Asakura Temple. There is no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it.
Okay. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Asakura Temple.
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
Oh, and hey, Satan, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. You missed the epic intro of our prosecuting friend. That sounds like a pretty important statement you just made.
There she is. There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. This is all sorts of wrong. Let's do this. Alright, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... What is this inner temple?
Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right?
We'll be the ones asking you the questions, madam.
In order to do that, a place with strong and spiritual power is required. And there's a small temple across the ski bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training.
And how exactly do you help with this process?
It is all quite exacting. Actually, it can't be performed without a nun supervising. Like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies.
A tutor with a whip in your case. What happens if you lose as Edgeworth? That's a good dude, that's a good question. I never lost in this part. If that is the case, then why did you return to Asakura Temple where the murder took place? Well, as you can see, my back acts like stacked up violently. Violently?
That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. How my back hurts.
The night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again?
That's right, raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off.
Wow, imagine having that bad a back. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Asakura Temple, okay? You left Iris to help with what?
What do you think? The acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercises proper.
Wasn't it your place to remain? Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolyte so they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes, she's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions.
There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak, alright? So you returned to the Asakura Temple in order to take a bath.
My back is to blame for everything. It's a do or be done in kind of world, after all.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? Ah, this is why you have to watch the young ones.
What are you going on about? I was...
Pathetic, Miles Edgeworth.
Lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to the defense's bench? I love this quote. I fucking love it. Now you feel the pain, Edgeworth. Feel the pain.
Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so... It was after I had finished. Just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it.
crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
That certainly seems to be true. There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify. Random useless fun fact. In the new Super Mario Bros. U style in Super Mario Maker 2, there are different sounds for dying normally and dying to auto-scroll. You're right, that is a random useless fun fact. Just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are. Alright, so let's see. Iris's testimony. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. and was then in her room until... Oh, okay. It's probably this, isn't it? What do you guys think? It's probably this. Sorry about this, just checking to see, Just seeing... It's either that... Just seeing if everything's alright on YouTube, I don't know. It's either that or the hood. I don't know, it's probably one of the two, let's see. Received before the lights out bell the night of the crime. It's probably one of the two. I mean, Iris's testimony can't really be trusted considering she's the defendant. But the hood is proof. I think so too. Iris never showed up and did not follow her orders, yep. And not only that, she offered the hood to Phoenix right before she rang the lights out bell. At that point, she was supposed to be at the inner temple then. It has to be this. Okay, maybe it isn't. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Unfortunately... No, it's not that, you fucker. Hold on, Your Honor. What? I was only testing you just now. Well then, why don't you try testing this penalty too? Looks like I shouldn't have spoken in haste. I love that. Wait, the testimony first? I don't know. Maybe it is the testimony. Yeah, probably. Let's see. Maybe I was right. Yeah, it is that. I was ahead of myself. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of the Asakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She'd say that? A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
Dude, I love this trial. It's just back and forth. Because Edgeworth is nothing like Phoenix. He doesn't fucking bluff. He knows. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Asakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes.
All people lie. That is my belief.
Even you? Why am I the only one being whipped in here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means, we must call your memory into question.
Dear. You're older than me and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Oh well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness... Oh, you're Wiggle Pibble. How's it going? Thanks for coming in. We're playing a bit of Ace Attorney today, as you can see, as I said yesterday. So, yeah, welcome to the YouTube side of things. I'm not going to be streaming here for much longer. I'm moving to Twitch, but I'm still going to be uploading Let's Plays later on. Because you are not stupid. It's an oddity, hence the whip. Good answer, well, very good answer. If you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick. And please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. Eh? I'm sorry for every Canadian that watches this. And let us return to the cross-examination.
At night I was helping.
Okay, yeah, we've seen this.
Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner.
Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. Are you sure that you're not making a mistake?
You, young man, need to get your estimation of me up from the floor. Iris always wear the same clothes. The smallest thing out of place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me. You're making a mistake. Thinking I made a mistake.
Now I can exactly. Satan is on point with the notes. I'm betting. Oh, an excellent finish there, witness. Still, I have to wonder. Yeah, now I can present the hood. Objection! The hood. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim you to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct?
Of course! That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
You're so stupid. I'm Edgeworth, bitch. Miles Edgeworth makes no mistakes. That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the light-out bell was rung.
What?
Hey, welcome back, Ollie.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, Edgeworth's smug is priceless, I know. If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, the defendant couldn't have been wearing this very hood.
Well.
I like how small she is. It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Order! Order in the court! Witness your response. Ah!
Sister?
Don't make me update the autopsy report on you. Edgeworth's final smash. If he ever gets into smash.
This hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
You utter fool, you pathetic fucking excuse of violence. The autopsy report is... I knew someone... Oh! Sorry, my controller is acting up.
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange.
Ah! If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to bring this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. Wah! The seeds of doubt. Witness! While I don't wish to call your testimony to doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony.
Waluigi time.
Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. Seriously, this is the difference. Edgeworth does not bluff. He just does. Whatever he wills, he does. And whatever he wants happens. Waluigi now just reminds me of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because playing online, please help, it's all Waluigi's. Oops! It's all Waluigi. This is so sad, guys. Can we hit all Waluigis? Can we hit all Waluigis? Sorry, I was just checking YouTube.
I finished my bath at around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard, and I took a look and...
Managed to survive Swedish? I'm unsure if it's good that I bought a used book that already has most of the answers. Waluigi, that sexy beast. Yep, abso-fucking-lutely. Waluigi is broken in SSF2. Jesus, they made him absolutely broken.
Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise. And with that sort of all things... Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of the window.
This is so sad. Can we push ourselves out of the window? Oh boy, you saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court. And me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that. Waluigi on the Wild Wiggler with the Azurul... I can't read. Oh god, everything is Waluigi this stream. What the hell? What is happening? Oh, a fellow Kokichi lover. Oh, don't even get him started. His favorite is Ryoma, by the way. Because I'm unsure if I'll learn much now that the most answers are written. Yeah, probably. This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Ah, there she is. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth. Oh god, what are you gonna do? Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? You can always double check them. Yeah, true. Also very true. Google Translate do kind of exist, though. After my bath. Alright. Finished my bath around 11 and I thought I should return. Okay. How far is it from your room to the inner temple? Let me think a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to the Escape Bridge from Asakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. After my bath, what a great testimony. I know. Well, but why? Google Translate lies more than Frank motherfucking hits. Ah, that's pretty fair, golly. Alright, anyway. It's just beyond the bridge. Still, you never made it back there that night, did you? That's right. I was heading along the walkway toward the main hall. Fair enough. I can't argue with that. As I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and... You say you heard a noise. Thump! Just like that. That could only be the sound of the victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump! Just like that. But then, wouldn't this noise you heard have been snow falling to the ground? I never thought of that. You fucking idiot. Trust me, some of my classmates try to use it, they rarely get things right. Yeah, I can imagine. Google Translate is more unreliable than any Toadette C made in Super Mario Maker 2 Online because they're always the traitors. I am the spy. And I'm not going to stab you. I'm not going to stab you! Ha! I stab you! I am Santa, bitch. The next one to laugh gets a whipping. Well, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over at the courtyard end. Of course you are. And with that sort of all things, okay? This is the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant, but some doubt remained in these claims. Just what does that mean? Well, I like all my classmates. My parents' Swedish class is, how do I put it? Oh! Apply cold water to burn area. Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you a right to... The murderer who stabbed the victim with a sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it is that you saw, as clearly as you can. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time. Please don't keep us in suspense. Her hood! Her hood? That's right! It's coming back to me! Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood! I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right? That's just what any pair is most of the time, golly. You've dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth. What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important? Ah, sure thing, it's important. This may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage, but I can't see any other leads at the moment. Your Honor, I would like these new statements to be added to the testimony. Miles Edgeworth, if you want to hang yourself, you need only ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip. Whoa, Francisca, calm the fuck down. Nobody needs to die here. Nobody needs to die, Franny. Come on, don't do this. Witness, add that statement to your testimony. Savage German. I know, right? Also, let me just check if YouTube is working again. I don't think I'm having that much delay this time. That's good.
No problem. Now that you mention it, Iris didn't have her hood on.
Alright. You are sure about that?
Yes, after all, we always wear the same clothes. Ah, I don't mean because we're poor, we understand. It's our style, yep, that's it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Ah, I don't...
Okay, yeah, I've read that. I still remember someone in my business group project calling me useless once, and on the report card the teacher literally put, I did the most work. Who's the useless one now? They can't translate a single sentence, so I have to carry them like it's an... Damn. There's absolutely no need to explain yourself.
Anyway, she looked different from normal, so that really stuck out. Like me holding a whippet puppy instead of my whip.
At least then it might bite you and not someone else. If my muscles could get stronger from carrying them, I'd look buff AF. You'd be massive, bro. Strong.
Iris didn't have her hood on, I'm sure of it.
Very well. Now please tell us about the victim, eh? Please tell us about the victim. Alright, which faces onto the courtyard. The room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct? Strong like the mountain, huh? Yep. Which means the victim's room was on the second floor.
No, Asakura Temple is a single-story building. But the mountain itself is sloped downward.
What the hell? What the hell? What is going on outside? You guys probably can hear it while I talk. Oh, I didn't read that, sorry.
To about the height of a two-story building.
Dude, I can feel the vibrations on the ground. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a motorcycle. Never mind, I'm stupid. I see, and the victim was staying in one of these elevated rooms, correct?
Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to her room after all.
The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. Okay. False alarm, not Lavos. Oh god, please no. What makes you so sure of all this?
It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump, just like that. You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height.
Oh boy. It appears that the witness was not mistaken then. Oh boy, the witness was not fucking mistaken.
Yep, I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith after all, the head honcho of Asakura Temple.
3D World is the best game style in Super Mario Maker 2, but yet it's the one I least used. Hey, nostalgia plays a big factor. There's only 2 of them working here.
What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark?
It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only 2 things I can believe in right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney. Alright. Oh, not what I wanted to do. I know what to present. I'm pretty sure. Stab, stab, stab. Alright, let's see. Can you okay. Elise's autopsy report. Time, 10 to 11 p.m. Cause, loss of blood from stab in the back. Body fell 10 feet after death. Objection! Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else. Especially in winter. It's always in fucking winter, isn't it? You fucking degenerate.
Oh god, the word degenerate is etched into my mind now. However, I think we're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? Sniper is dominating it, free-to-play scrub. Yep. Do you know, I know about Fate, but I don't know about the game. I mean, BVR kind of wants me to play it and watch the series and is trying to get me to watch Fate. And I do know a lot about it, but I don't know anything in particular. Has beginning some kind of anti-seasonal depression? Probably. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report?
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. Oh god.
Join now.
That's right. It says after death right here. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Order! Order! The victim was killed and fell. If that is the case, then a victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And then she was thrown out of the window down into the courtyard below.
Are we sure? Are we sure Franziska is a prosecuting prodigy? She makes so many mistakes. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dunham's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a bloodstain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Ah!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Her whip has just caused traces of blood to be found in my glorious playoff beer. However, if there was no blood in the room, then your claim that... Ah!
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
It produces the most blood.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body...
He was pulling strings. It would not surprise me if she plays into Edward's cards from time to time. Yeah, true.
That would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed. With the weapon still in place. Well, she did say at the beginning of the trial she was expecting to face Phoenix Wright. So that would have been interesting. Like, literally everyone has it out for Phoenix. Franziska and Gatto, most notably. But Jesus Christ. Can everyone kind of like calm their hatred towards the guy? It acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions.
Order! 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 I must admit that this is a probable version of events. I'd expect no less from Franziska Von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point. It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the truth, please. Witness, please! 38-hour weeks, and for whatever reason, family doesn't want me taking out my psychology course, so man, those 5 hours make a difference, trust me, I know. Witness, please remain standing on the crate.
Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
With the whip?
Kinky? Oh boy, alright, alright.
Further details.
When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can play me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Emmy was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back.
Even if I could just take computer classes in a more peaceful schedule to replace it. Yeah, probably benefit you as well. If you don't mind me asking, what's the course that you're gonna take? What is the course? Alright. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska Von Karma, and I'm here to teach you just that. I thought you'd learned that in the last game, but apparently not. Alright, when I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. No, not computer classes, but like, in that 38-hour week, what's the course that you're gonna take? I don't know. I'm just asking, what course do you plan on taking? I don't know. At that time, was the victim bleeding?
Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all this, of course. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think I saw any blood. Not then. I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug on the wound.
In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the incident in which the victim was stabbed? Didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Okay. Think carefully, this is very important. God, I choked on air. That sucked.
It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body.
It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory.
The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth.
Never seen so much blood before. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood. I've already been selected. The optional courses I have this week are music, geography, and psychology. I'm gonna be studying geography a lot. Music is pretty chill, so yeah, that's alright, I guess. Could have been worse, I think.
That's right.
Iris could have still tried to remove the sword, even if this would be stupid. Ugh, schedule. Yeah, I can imagine the schedule is bad though.
That's right. Some of it's splattered onto Iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
Oh. What? The clothes were blood-flecked as well. That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further?
Press further.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you say?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add the statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine. The forced courses I have are the following: Swedish, math, literature, biology, and history. Okay, yeah, that sucks. Yawn.png. Saw the instance in which she pulled the blade, plunged it into the hilt, and was smoothly drawn out. Do we have anything on that? Wait. Well, yeah, but the photo already has the defendant. Already has Iris. Oh wait, no.
Is it the crime photo?
Oh, sorry about that. I think, no, wait. I think the most improbable thing is it's smoothly drawing out. I mean, look at the fucking sword. How would something like this smoothly how would something like this be smoothly drawn out? So what do you guys, I think it's that. Like, honestly, how would a sword like this be smoothly drawn out? It's kind of impossible. The branches on it make it impossible to do that. I think that's it. Yeah? We got it, boys. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean? Please explain.
Explain yourself!
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for me.
Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, so should I so choose.
Yeah, she's got a point. The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. Oh god! Delete this. Delete it. Oh wait, my webcam is off today. I forgot about that. I am so used to streaming with facecam now that I completely forgot that it was off. Well, whatever.
That's...
We also have the amount we also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop from bleeding.
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shikishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction. Yep, exactly. You've still got more? This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, for fuck's sake, why is there only blood on the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No, 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 no. I don't like this.
Order.
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
But what does it all mean? We have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is?
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the shikishito. Or what? What?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think that the sword was the murder weapon?
Well...
Objection!
It's because Mr. Kami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was too strong. That is what influenced us. Imagine yawning. It influenced us to believe that the shikishito was the murder weapon. Order! Ah!
So maybe the shikishito was not the murder weapon.
Of course I object! I object! Ah yes, the first ever Danganronpa trial.
So, Leon, do you object? Even if that's the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? For fuck's sake. Oh no, I'm allergic to balls. Ouch. Ouch, now I'm dead, lol. Ah, what a classic video. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it right after this. Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma!
No evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here? Hey? Alright, hold on. Just checking YouTube again, you know. Oh, I just received my own notification. I love it. Alright, sorry about that, guys. What are you going on? What exactly going on about?
The murder weapon, I mean, maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
Oh God. Oh, don't.
Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen? No, it's not in my dreams. Still need to do her free time events. Oh, that's gonna be fun, isn't it? Oh, that's gonna be fun. Location of the weapon.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 to using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Only thing in my dreams is the void. Do not consume the void. Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main hall gate. Here is the photograph.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Certainly is an interesting theory. I saw something.
The tracks begin in front of Asakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Thanks for watching. Oh God, Husky. But it came from inside the dojo. Are you sure? Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. It never went out. No, that's not the problem here, Satan. Alright, the murder at around 11 p.m. I think I know what it is already. You weren't sure about the time.
Yes, I was worried about it after all.
What was that? Why was that?
Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Asakura Temple.
Your estimation of the time seems reliable, at least. The weapon might have been thrown in the river. Was Phoenix the weapon? Possibly.
Please continue, sister.
After asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
Right, the one who trampled me.
It seems she's the type to hold a grudge.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge. Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him.
He had forgotten it at home, apparently.
What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. You dropped your whip at the end of the last game.
Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back, so I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used.
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain that snowmobile wasn't there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate. So, she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time.
I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? Let's press further. I need answer to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean, eh?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth?
I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will hit its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Ah, I see. I never thought of that.
That's right. I overlooked that too.
Of course you did.
Then answer the question, please, witness.
Huh? I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow?
Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
There wasn't any snow on it. Curses. It's entirely likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then. Eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile?
Alright, she says around 5. In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
Ah, there's a reason for that. Have you got a moment for me to explain?
I think that's why the question was asked in the first place.
It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch.
Crunch.
I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it.
Oh. Alright guys, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna have to pause the stream soon. So, after this cross-examination, if I'm not mistaken, the first part of this trial ends, so it's gonna be a perfect time to pause the stream, you know? Pause the stream. The snowmobile is still intact then. Somehow I doubt that. I mean, they might have repaired it. 1 month is enough time to repair a snowmobile, if from my experience. Well, I've never used a snowmobile. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle Reaver and came back while I was knocked out. I don't even need to press anything else. I need to see this. So, I mean, it's actually kind of hard to see, but I noticed it. But there are 2 sets on the snow. One is indeed the snowmobile tracks, but if you look closely, yeah. There are some footprints right here. Some regular footprints. So yeah, pretty sure this is it, right? Pretty sure I presented here. I'm pretty sure it's one of the 2. I remember this part actually. Yep. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, why is there only 1 set of tracks? Oh! Wait! Right, the footprints come in later! I forgot about that, there's only 1 set of tracks! There should be 2! Bruh, I am so dumb. I am legit dumb.
What do you mean?
Iris left Asakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow. I knew it was the photo, but I thought it was the completely different thing. It turns out it was the 2 sets. I am so dumb. Those from heading out of the bridge, and those from coming back.
Ah, you're right. You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow. Alright.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? The idea that the snowfall covered 1 set of the tracks. We received something really important about that, didn't we? Right, the weather data. Original weather report for the night of the crime. Touch the check button for details. Eagle Mountain weather data for February 7th. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow, 7 to approximately 10:50. That it wasn't snowing anymore. It was not snowing anymore. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
I love this. Dude, this trial is so fucking good. It's a match, it's an even matchup for once. We know that Phoenix isn't generally on the level of these guys until much later on in the series. But these 2 are on equal footing. Are on equal footing. This is amazing. I love this. No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow. Alright.
Take that!
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? Correct. On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Welp. Order! Order! Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in.
Ah! It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow.
Haha, the puns.
Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
Excuse me? A lightning bolt struck fucking Dusky Bridge. Ah, no, you've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data.
Ah! Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh? What? How did she pull that off? Wright be like... No, Edgeworth be like, how does Wright put up with this shit? It had stopped snowing in Asakura Temple and the murder took place. We need to provide conclusive evidence of this. We've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony. Sometimes. Yeah, true.
Ah, you can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Dude, I swear to God, when I placed the title for this stream, I completely forgot she said that. I guess it was fate. Just a sim for the prosecutors changed my mind. It is stated in this game that the judicial system of this country, you know, favors the prosecutors. In fact, you know, the defendants are guilty until proven otherwise. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it already had stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Well, we don't need to go much further than the crime photo. If it was snowing after the crime, the victim would have been snowed in.
Take that!
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is...
incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. To be a simp, you have to have a minimum intelligence. Mind changed.
Why? Why must you do this?
Of course, I'm referring to this photo of the crime scene. Why doesn't the judge just grab a hold of the whip and fling Von Karma across the courtroom? Because nobody has the courage to do that, alright? As you can see, everything is covered with snow. Like somebody shot Von Karma in the shoulder and then in the next day she was giving evidence. In the next day she was getting evidence from a murderer. Yeah, she's that badass. As you can see, everything is covered in snow, with just one exception.
And that is?
The victim herself, Miss Elise Dunham. Yeah, probably. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be two sets of tracks. We're closing in on the end of this first part. Order, just what are you...
Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself. But this is simply what all the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Asakura Temple. Meow. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. No, exactly.
course it was, because those tracks were gone.
When this person returned to Asakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks were made.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There's only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder, which can only mean that night Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
That's highly unlikely, dude. Do you know how hard it is to control a snowmobile? Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed it on foot.
Alright. Alright. Oh, sorry. Just checking YouTube again. Alright, that sounds right.
But what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Asakura Temple, I didn't see anything near the ski bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Asakura Temple...
Firstly, no, I don't even have a driver's license. Secondly, have you driven a snowmobile? Lastly, I was joking. Fair enough to all three of them. I have never driven a snowmobile, but I do know it's incredibly hard to control. It's like a water bike in a sense, I think. And those I have driven once, and those aren't easy to control.
It was there by the main gate, the snowmobile I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow too.
But that is impossible! Shining flashbacks. Order in the court! What does this all mean? So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gates. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two sets of tracks in this photo. Here's Johnny. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Asakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. I think we've arrived at this point due to the witness.
Yes, I have nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know.
Well then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. A witness, huh? Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that, unless they had something really important to do.
That's a shame. Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that sub-Arctic night. Your Honor, I actually have an idea. There may be one individual able to help us. Really? Oh god.
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
Yep, we're getting him. I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are, first, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being,
this individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Burn! Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? Alright, let's get the fucker on the stand. My friend since grade school. I don't remember how we became friends though. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc Deluc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. Damn! No, okay, that is worthy of a screenshot. That is fucking worthy of a fucking screenshot. That is an amazing roast. I completely forgot this gent was this savage. Jesus. Alright, given time to screenshots. Alright, let's go. thought Canadians were nice. Same. This is Larry Butts, the student of the victim, Elise Dunham. Her student? Interesting. Why was he wandering on the night of the murder? That's... I could tell them all about the design, his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. That's normal, no one cares. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate and unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well, Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Ms. Von Karma, please see to the preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess. Alright. And so we reach the pause of the stream because I kind of need to go for a bit. This is gonna be a typical weekend pause. Could be between 10 minutes to 20, 10 to 20 minutes. So yeah, go fetch yourselves a drink, go grab yourselves a drink, go grab yourself some snacks maybe. Get comfy, you know, be prepared for the second part of the trial because, trust me when I say this, things are about to get crazy. Anyways guys, I'll see you soon. And we are back, guys. Thank you all for waiting. I'm sorry, it took a little longer than I expected again. Stuff like this isn't easy to pull off, you know. Sorry. So, hey, Husky, don't diss the courtroom sound effects, alright? They're my fucking jam. Anyways, shall we continue? Oh, my controller went out. That's just great. Let's do this. February 9th, 11:15 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. And hey, BBR, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. You decided to do the gym underleveled. Let me guess. It didn't go well, did it? It did not go well for you.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are 2 things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
Alright, I'll help you any way I can.
No, you do not... Get out. Get out. Get the fuck out. Get out. Okay, no, I'm just kidding, but seriously, what the fuck? Here's me losing Pokemon in double battles that are not even gym battles. This fucker just comes here and says, oh yeah, yeah, gym, under level, 10 level boost, 10% level boost? Nah, that shit's easy, man, watch this. Fucking hell, man, I hate it. I hate everything about it. Still, though. First, about that night, you really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Bruh. Bruh. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said it yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Asakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Oh, good luck, man. Fantina can be a bitch. Fantina can be a bitch. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Disky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's 5. Iris.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her?
The safety of the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. So she's concerned for Maya's safety. Yes! Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Dunham?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought. No psycho luck. I love that he calls them psycho lucks. Team being Egg, Charizard level 27, Starmie 25, Noodles 20... You already have Noodles at level 29. Oh my god, dude. Maya! No, Maya's gone. It's so sad. It is so sad. Alright. Alright, here we go. You're trying to convince me that I'm not a murderer, but psyche luck this time. Alright. It's a... Oh! It's supposed to be a... Okay. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. I love how last Ace Attorney stream Satan just like straight up said, I know this is not the fucker that made the life a living hell. Get out. Get the fuck out of here. Can you stop this? I did not give you permission for this shit, man. I did not. Fucking damn it. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that? I need to continue my stream. I know you're streaming, but I wouldn't stop just because you're catching it. What the fuck are you doing here? Not that I don't appreciate you visiting my streams, but seriously, what the fuck? Alright, anyway. Let's go. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior.
He was sketching something very intensely.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip.
Gee, I wonder who that is. You gone goofed. Since when did you curse? What the fuck is wrong with you? I've always cursed. I wonder who Larry drew. I couldn't put my finger on it for some reason. I can only presume that his intention was to capture you. Ah!
Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Laurie Dunham, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today.
Out! Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
Hey! I was just artistically ouch!
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, training out in the mountains. And this is the voice for him from now on, I don't care. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, Viridian. Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it? I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope. Oh god, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? That's it. Thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. Oh. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Or to use the technical term, crimsonly. Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Cross-checking. Okay. Witness, that was all your fault. Just testify now. This is almost too much for me. What a pathetic excuse for a human being, Larry. What I saw. I was at that lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. Huh? No! I walked up to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't meet anyone at the bridge that night. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. Hey, welcome back, Satan. Eduardo Senpai noticed me. No, stop! No! I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? You're just a nobody. This is... Okay, can I just say something? That sentence right there, that's gonna be very useful for tomorrow's stream. That's just what I'm saying. I've received something they called... karma. Wait, karma? What kind of karma? Oh boy. And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else? Mr. Edgeworth? Get fucked. That's all I'm gonna say. Get fucked. Hope... Manfred in a box. Welcome back, Ollie. Man, oh man, this is being crazy. Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy. Well then, let us... No, Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Yeah, please. Okay, this one is just a fucking no-brainer at this point. Come on, I think everyone knows what this is gonna be. I was at that lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked up to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't meet anyone else at the bridge that night. Oh, is that right?
Objection!
Dude. Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry! But, having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? Certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. Dry hot. A desert, dry, hot, and thirsty. Dude, what a perfect description of this character. Spot on. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by that bridge. There he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. Doesn't matter if you change your name. As long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. Jesus, man, the judge is just on fire today. What is up with the roasts? Calm down. You're supposed to be a nice guy. True antagonist is YHVH from the Shin Megami Tensei games. No idea who it is. Need to play that. But what do you want me to do then? Larry, what you need to do is change your inner self. What you saw that night. Testify truthfully. That is all you can do for now. Edgy, I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? Here we go. Dude, I love cross-examining this guy because the amount of contradictions he makes. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
Yep. Oh, god golly, did you really have to use that terminology? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall.
What did you say?
Oh, don't worry, nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
As always, hard to know if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Right, Von Karma didn't know. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination. Ah, fine. Let's commence our cross-examination. Okay. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30. What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half? Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited. I guess. Imagine being such a goddamn boss that you fall into a canyon and just get a cold. That's Phoenix for you. That's Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney for you. I'm excited. Dare I even ask? I said the meeting time is 10 p.m., right? Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early too. Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end.
Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they?
Shut up! Don't go picking up my fond memories apart. It's not like I love him or anything, fuck. So it bluffs in the courtroom and bluffs death itself. Yep. Golly's already having a good day as a mod today. Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. This light was, of course, lightning. Like, kapow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. God dang it. I have to deal with enough BS already with studies. Don't do this to me. Golly.png is not amused.
Or a little like that.
Friday's stream was lost on me. We also streamed yesterday. It was platinum. SMH, wow. You should really follow me on Twitch. Wink, wink. Not self-promoting at all. Then again, this is my stream, so I guess it's fine, but I don't like doing it anyway. Anyway! That's more like a punch from Miranda. But's hair reminds me of Kaito's hair. Shit, you're right. God dang it. Oh, wait, I actually heard someone describe Kaito as Purple Larry Butts. And I thought, wow, that's pretty accurate. I mean, Kaito's not as pathetic as Larry in any sense of the word, but he can be just as goofy sometimes. Going to go activate a futuristic machine, create a black hole to erase this filth. Oh god, golly, don't! Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge? Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so... Looked out the window. The dusky bridge was on fire! Seeing that, what did you do? What do you think? It was burning up as well from the fire in my heart. And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge. Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind. I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had at first, Witness. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. Well, there's the contradiction right there. I didn't even notice it. I said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is the small shack you were in from the bridge?
Hold on, well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk. How did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Larry Butts hits... What? Larry Butts has so much talent, unlike Ido. At least Larry has actually done painting. Okay, you did not have to go there, my dude. You did not. That was just rude. But yeah, you're right. Well, if it's going to be erased... What the fuck did I just read? What did I just read? What the fuck did I just read? Wow. Explain yourself. Okay, yeah, see, okay, let's just continue before I delve into V3's lore. It's not worth it right now. I'm already gonna have to do that for the top 10. That's gonna be fun. Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. Well, should I press him for a little more info? Okay, evil has not to be complicated. You're evil! You're fucking evil! Okay, why did you go to the bridge? No, that's pretty self-explanatory. I think we're gonna do why didn't you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? You who are tainted in both body and soul, you who has no chance of salvation, be purged in the name of peace. Est one's interius. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Why didn't you call anyone? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to taunt someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Yeah, okay, my reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? So if you are watching this, consider allowing me to leave more scars upon humanity. Okay, see, the first part of what he's doing, of what he says, please do it. The second part, ignore it. He's not gonna have the chance to do that. He just doesn't have the power to do it, alright? My moderator, your boy Golly, is a lot more powerful than he lets on. I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Bullshit! That's bullshit. And you know it. What could I use for time? What could I use for time? Alright, lightning struck Dusky Bridge at around... Preparing a way to purge your bullshit. It has to be this. It's the only thing that presents a considerable, an accurate timestamp of the bridge burning out. You have no power over my... Oh god. What the fuck?
Objection!
Yeah, it has to be this. I knew it. Part of my soul just died. Stop doing that. Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. I didn't know. Don't you know Larry is also Sonic as well? What the fuck? What the fuck? Seriously, this is the what the fuck stream. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. What the hey, Angie? You make me sound like some sort of alien. Your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. I knew it. It had to be. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy lives on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. Creating a black hole is not enough. I think becoming a demon. Oh god. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge. Meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up, and it is falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Asakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there, in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Excuse me, I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm Loris, dude. It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. Oh boy, here we go. For there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here on the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means, what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge as it was burning that night. It did not arrive there until after the flames had died down. You fool! You utter disgrace! Seriously, Edgeworth is just so fucking... Oh man, he's just on another level, I suppose. Sorry, checking YouTube again. You know, stuff like that is important nowadays. Here we go. Okay, I can't defend Larry. Sorry, Kaito, for comparing butts to you. Absolutely, thank you. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. Are you still trying to hide something from us? Your next line is hot, I won't blame you. Okay, fair enough. You can't use demons to purge what is possessed by... What happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just woke up. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Please kill me. This says Larry. Order! Ah!
So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Did you simply watch the bridge burn? That is the problem here. Even after the bridge burnt out, he was still there. He simply stood there and didn't report anything.
That's what sounds like to me.
Larry, you utter buffoon! This might be Larry we're talking about, but even he is incapable of being so stupid. Oh, it's chill, Ed sleeps, hunger possess. Real shit! Hi, Discord. For fuck's sake, I know not where I am. I know not the season or the reason I'm in this location. All I know is that I must kill. Oh man, that meme was good. There has to be a reason for his inaction. Edgy, I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes. I may really say it this time. Everything. Ah! Then say it. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? The missing 15 minutes. Let's do this. I'm a Dunim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. And before I realized it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up. I suppose artists can be strange folk. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch. Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edward, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. You'll regret this, Edgy. Dude! Calm down, calm down. Calm down, Larry. This is no fight to the death. We just want the truth, man. We just want the truth. I'm a Dunim, I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Alright. Tell us, Larry. He's the true mastermind. He's the cause of all evil. He cannot be beaten. He cannot be beaten. Nope. My name is Laurice. Get it right. Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am. Just who exactly are you? I'm Laurice Dunim, apprentice extraordinaire. That's what he calls himself, in any case. And you are an artist? Of course, I'm an artist, the real thing. Yet again, that's what he calls himself. Names mean nothing. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing? That is a very big issue indeed. Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. Sketching the burning bridge. For fuck's sake. The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What? Came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is... Ah! Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. That doesn't need to appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling about the instant this sketch is revealed. The entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Look at the sketch. Okay, Larry, I think Miles is way more popular with the ladies than you are. I think you're having a bit of delay, my dude. You're probably having a bit of delay, Satan. Anyway, look at the sketch. This is gonna be... Get ready for the finest reactions in Ace Attorney history. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, well. Even I couldn't have imagined it turn out like this. Imagine what? That Laurice Dunham's debut would take place here today, like this. Ouch! Show it! Now! Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Laurice Dunham. Well... So this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response? Alright, nice. Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well... It's a better drawing than I expected.
Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did.
This is amazing.
This is going to get ugly. No one has the bravery to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate looking figure? Ah, you spotted that. I thought you might. Why is there a woman on the bridge, Larry? I don't know. Let's see it. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris! I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know. Sorry guys, just doing some stuff. Alright, I think we're getting close to the end, actually. We just have one more cross-examination after this one. Okay, I don't think it's Iris. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that? That reaction is amazing. Larry, please, answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist. Are you? Hi, that girl. She's really high up in this picture. Oh, sorry. I dropped my controller and it skipped. Are you high? Ah, what was that for?
This is all a bad dream. I was hitching you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please whip your own chick from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. I love the "Are you high?" The "Are you high?" is amazing. It's just phenomenal. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there is some precedent for this.
Isn't there? Isn't there, Von Karma? Von Karma knows her shit about it. Turnabout Big Top. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember the BS of the fucking, Do you guys remember the BS that, occurred? Oh, sorry, I was just checking Discord, I was pinged. Do you guys remember the BS about the fucking cloak and the roses? Yeah, she does. Poor Von Karma, you had to endure that case. I understand you. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth. What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not?
Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
Let us get back to the cross-examination. By force, if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. Oh, yet the big case. Turnabout Big Top. Please don't bring up those sad memories. I had to play it again. It was bad enough the first time, but when I played it the second time, it was just no. Well, what do you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away from me! Well then, now hurry up and cross-examine him. The picture has to be upside down, right? I don't know. I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. Okay, we already know what's coming.
Objection!
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 that it's the truth. If that is truly the case, then there's only one thing that we can say for certain. Well, what might that be? That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant Iris. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Ah!
The foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool.
Of course he drew it wrong. I mean, what doesn't he do wrong, honestly?
How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood. You saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course he was! That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. Ah!
It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench.
I like, guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I like the little detail. Edward's sprite is wearing a little defense attorney's badge. Iris has no hood, Larry. Lol. But yeah, is using a little defense attorney's badge. It's really cool. That's like the only time he uses it as well. So like that's a nice attention to detail. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? Can you imagine though? What are you talking about? Yeah, she's my love and I'm leading her to getting prosecuted. I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why did Nick have Iris's hood? Huh? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you, Nick, you dog? You fucking moron, Larry. I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the garbage. Exterminate. What is it now, witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you. What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive? Evidence? Imagine Larry just becomes the main antagonist. Call me crazy, but I still think that Dolly is involved in this case. Oh really? What gave you that impression? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Lois Dunham, shall prove it. He's 25. He's 25 years old. That's the beauty of that statement. He's like saying, yeah, I've waited my whole life for this moment. I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Call me crazy, but I think Larry is bullshitting. No shit, golly. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whooping serving of pain. You've been serving us a whooping serving of pain this whole time, trust me. Poor Edgeworth. Edgeworth does not enjoy being on the defense side. F for our boy. F for our boy, my dudes. Alright, here we go. Call me crazy, but I think he wasn't expecting... I wasn't expecting that. Alright. The hair is flowing upwards. I don't know. Proof that Iris flew. When I reached Dusky Bridge and she was already gone, I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I wonder what it would be to be Larry. It must be magical. It's magic. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. A crystal sphere? This one, pretty, isn't it? The finder's keepers. That sphere, where did you find it? Of course he's falling, the picture has to be upside down. Are you sure about that? Let me see, around here somewhere? It looks about right. Yeah. Oh god, now I'm reminded of her, Love Suites event. Why, Himiko? In Spanish, so... Spoiler, okay. So you can imagine what an acid trip is like. Take that, add the average intelligence of a Karen, and you have Larry. Golly coming in with the roasts as well. Dude, today is just roasting day. SMH, guys. I expected better of you, but I do approve of that roast. And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. That court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward. There's something on it. There's something on it, isn't there? I normally use ice magic, but... Oh my, it's a bloodstain! What? A bloodstain? This wasn't a roast, that was a barbecue. At least... Oh my, stop dissing my boy. Okay, never mind, diss him at your will. Every day is roast day. Shut the fuck up, alright? That's all I'm gonna say, shut the fuck up. You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Kinky? Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's going to push me around anymore. Didn't you want to be called Loris Dunham only a few minutes ago? Alright, let's decompose this. I think this is the last one for now. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone.
Hold it.
So, you went to the burning bridge. And that one was a flame. Bring... Please stop. Okay. Alright, sorry guys. That's right, to meet Iris. She actually flew to get me. The least I could do was meet her halfway. But the defendant was not at the bridge when you got there, you say. I guess she went back to Asakura Temple. She's a girl after all. She must have wanted to look her best. I was in Hamburg with friends as we were... Oh boy. Man, I kind of... I don't want to talk about it. It must be lovely to live in the fantasy land of Larry's mind. Oh, see? Even Edgeworth agrees with you guys. At first her steak was not cooking up, and then it was overcooked. Oh yeah, I've encountered several people like that. Actually, it's so depressing that I can't even work up the energy to point. So, what did you do next? So worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. So you searched all over for her. She was flying pretty high, you know. I thought maybe she slipped on her landing and got hurt. Hey, it was more than possible. Also, when I headed out to the shack for the first time, I was snacking on a banana. Okay, sure. I was pretty sure I threw the peel away somewhere around there, so you know... Can one guy really be this stupid? Guys, feel free to use this as a meme template. Just go ahead, like, please. Please, screenshot it, send it to me. I'm gonna make this a meme template. Watch me. As soon as you guys are done, tell me that then I'll advance. But like, this is gonna be the next big meme template. Not really, I can't do anything with it, but it's funny, and I like it. Alright. At least we get to listen to the questioning music, which is also nice. Very good. Very good. Just checking if YouTube is alright. Alright, let's go. So, did you find any signs of her so-called landing? I don't really remember. I kept on falling over myself, and I kinda get lost for a while there. You fell over yourself? Yeah, the snow was deep, and there was even a banana peel out there. Yep, there's Stupid, and then there's Larry Butts. Alright, second part of... Oh, this is a two-part meme template. Edgeworth, you beautiful beast. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. This is so good. Why is this so good? Alright, let's continue. The short of it is that you didn't find any signs of her landing, correct? And what happened next? Led me to find a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. I'm guessing one of you guys already posted it because I got a ping. Hold on. Ah, thanks, Golly. I'm getting another ping soon, aren't I? Anyway, half buried. It was sitting in the snow with a little gathered on top of it. It was actually very hard to spot, actually. No, it was very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out, too. Hey, nice job, man. Impressed, you did well to find it. No matter what you may think when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius security guard. I used a pen light I borrowed from my company to help in my search. And it sparkled really brightly as if it was saying, "Here I am" to me. It does indeed look very much like the crystal sphere on Iris's hood. But need I remind you that she was not wearing her hood that night? Check that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. Okay. Alright. Each nun is assigned their own hood, and there are assigned only one. Oh, sorry about that. Oh god! I don't know about anything about that, okay? And Iris is special, alright, dude? Even if she did steal a spare hood, I'll forgive her. It's getting us nowhere. Our destination for the day, it seems. However, this crystal sphere was found near the bridge. That is a fact. If it didn't come out from a hood, Where could it have come from? That is the question I aim to answer. Okay, I don't think I need to press anything else. I wonder who could have lost it. I wonder. Yep. The staff. Of course it's the staff. I wonder who could have lost it.
Objection!
Larry, that night, there was someone who lost the crystal sphere. There was? Who was the stupid idiot? Miss Elise Dunham, the mentor to a stupid idiot.
The victim?
I like how Francisca has no word to say in this because she literally can't do anything. Larry is just so monumentally stupid that she can't do it. She can't prosecute properly. I have a photo of her right here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar looking crystal sphere. And yeah, because Francisca kind of talked a lot in the first part of the trial when Sister Bikini was testifying, but it is undefendable. I know, right? That's the thing. Larry is just so stupid, so monumentally dumb, that Francisca can't even do anything to counter Edgeworth's defense. It's just that bad. Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. Ouch.
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch.
They look nothing alike. I think that a certain someone lost a crystal sphere, or was it Ball? But anyways, I'd say it's a 30% chance of it, the owner being a student, and he looks like a hippie. I wonder who you're referring to, golly. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal sphere! It's gone! What? Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. I feel so bad for him. What kind of life does he live? What kind of life does he live? I mean, even if Fumiyama, the oversized hamster, must have had... Oh boy. Yeah. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Dunham?
A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that! I saw it with my own eyes!
And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth.
Well, if Fumi had a better... True, he made a lot of money.
Elise Dunham was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Oh, very good, okay. Alright. Keyword is had, yep. Miss Francisca von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. What are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. And yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case.
A crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. The same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch.
Oh boy. Oh shit. She really just went there. Francisca just went there. He lives on in everyone's heart, even if it's not for good reason. Yeah, true. I almost accidentally said plus again. But yeah, Francisca just went there. What? Oh, you mean I'm the killer? No,
Enough joking. Just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case.
She makes some valid points. There is no evidence that Elise Dunham left Asakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, and this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Oh my god, golly! Jesus! Calm down! The response, Mr. Edgeworth, I want your final opinion on the disposition of the crystal sphere. If it is not related to this case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Yes, I can. No, it isn't. Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. The murderer stole the sphere and dropped it while she flew away over the bridge. Case closed, good night. Satan's having fun with this one. That's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. You will do what?
That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise, because right now I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. No, you're Miles Edgeworth, but you're cornered. at least Ishimura is with his big boy Mondo and their chai Cheerio. Cheerio? How dare you? Okay, yeah, fair. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. Okay. Oh, wait. It was half covered in snow.
Take that!
This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing then, it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing. Even if it was ever so slightly. I will make fun of all your favorites. They'll be left as flat as your inferior high school... You did not do that. You did not fucking do that. You did not. You did not go there. You motherfucker, you went there. Okay. I'm gonna be the better person and let it slide. Exactly, Larry. Did he just say that because he's stupid, or look, Gumshoe is superior? Oh god, just don't mention that thing that starts with a B. Oh shit, I think I know what Husky's talking about. Did he just say that because he's stupid, or has he actually pointed out what the problem with this was? No! When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing? On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Ah! Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. What? What? I don't know, you might have to be a bit more specific. Order! On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused this crystal sphere to come loose. I mean, the same happened... the stream is over. What the fuck? Okay, you know... Order? I prefer chaos. Okay, no, seriously? That's not... I mean, of course, I'm sad for her death. For both her deaths, especially. But, there is one death in Danganronpa 2 that leaves me even worse. So yeah, before it was snowing, that means it was dropped before the murder. Wow, golly! Wow! Jesus, dude! Stop! I'll scar it more if I do. It would never have been able to be covered in before. Yeah, basically that. Basically, the orb was dropped before the murder, and there something occurred that caused this crystal sphere to come loose. What? What could that have been? This sphere. There's some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. Oh damn, Hedgeworth be turning the case around.
The murder didn't take place in the Asakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool, and which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma?
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Asakura Temple courtyard.
Order is overrated, now suffer chaos time.
Yep, what a twist.
That's not exactly true, now is it? I'm assuming you're taking notes at every turn, Satan. I would be disappointed if you weren't. To put it more precisely, what you saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing!
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood will be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Police in Phoenix Wright is more useless in their judicial system.
Chaos! Chaos!
God, that battle scars me. That battle was the only battle I died in Deltarune. God, shit, dang it, that fucking ball. It was hard, alright? It was hard. It was harder than fucking Skeleton Boy. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Dunham's body was found in Asakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Asakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that possibility it happened as I presume. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Asakura Temple. The snowmobile. It's literally the only one. Well, don't leave us. Get out. Dude, today is just that day, isn't it? Today is just that fucking cursed day, isn't it? On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body. Wait, I thought it was a pun on, like, hanging and stuff like... Okay, you know what? Forget about that. I misread it. Just let me bury myself, thanks.
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
I hate you! You absolute piece of shit. I hate you. I hate... Why? Okay, I see how it is. You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim who was Dunham really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally... Just what does this image mean?
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. Edgeworth, stop! Please. The roasting is over. The trial, this part of the trial is over. Just stop. There's no need for this violence. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy. Thank you. That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Someone's upset. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There was one reason, and one reason alone for me being here. Yep. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this was all about? I'm going to take a... Alright, see ya. You better not do that. You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't have frenzy with me all day. Miles Edgeworth. I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. Shame that your chance seems to have slipped by you. What a shy frenzy! This is all your fault! At times like this, we need our Lord and Savior. Such a terrible witness. You are an affront for all the legal system, John! Lord and Savior, I demand satisfaction! Is stream chat frozen? Yeah, probably. Hold on, guys. Really quickly, hold on. That should do it. Yep, there we go. There we go. At times like this, I think we just need our Lord and Savior, Big the Cat. Big the Cat! His glamorous sleek body will enchant everybody who Trivia. Foggy! I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. And yeah, Larry is physically dead. I like how he calls her Frenzy. I mean, Larry might be stupid, but he's brave. He's both, actually. Have his words here today been true, the truth or lies? I wonder. Oh, that was a lie. Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I'm counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. With this, the rest is up to you, right? Court is now adjourned. We are done. This part of the case is done. Oh boy, what a trial, dude. It's still my favorite trial part. Well, it's kind of hard to tell. The second trial part of this case is actually phenomenal as well, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna enjoy it as well. So, well, plot twist: he's a heartbreaker. He doesn't get a meaningful relationship, but he's a fair enough. Anyways. Tomorrow, guys. I don't know where to take notes. My brain melts in this heat. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, guys, regarding tomorrow's, well, the next streams, tomorrow's stream will actually be the start of a brand new live series over on Twitch of probably one of my favorite games of all time, even though I was introduced to it recently as well. It's the continuation of the Kingdom Hearts series, Kingdom Hearts 2. Don't worry, it's not nearly as obnoxious as Chain of Memories. It's actually considered to be the single best Kingdom Hearts title by many fans, actually. And I can't wait to play it, and I can't wait to die a whole lot, because I'm probably gonna do that since I always die on stream. After that, Tuesday should be Danganronpa V3, and we come full circle on, we come full circle on Wednesday when we continue Golden Sun: The Lost Age, the randomizer. And no more cards! God, thank God for that. Trust me, Kingdom Hearts 2's combat is probably the best in the series, honestly, if Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't match it. And yes, we will be doing all the extra boss fights, so it's gonna be a very long live series. Daddy Goofy and Mommy Donald and that human. Yep, absolutely. Anyways, guys, that'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like the content on my channel, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. And if you want to be notified of future uploads and streams like this one, hit the little bell. You know what to do. Also, if you want to join my Discord server for absolutely no reason at all, other than to, I don't know, be notified of my streams, the link is down in the description. Anyways, guys, that'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, peace!